be strong.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you know, in the last part we were at the basics. We made a ground, we made a cube, and we made everything. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you about programming. First of all, you want to right click on the project and then create C# script. Okay, you want to create a C# script, as you can see, and I have named it as player movement. Okay, and we are going to open it in our suitable browser. In my case, that will be Visual Studio 2019. Okay, so I'll be right back when it is open. Okay guys, so now my editor is open and there's a lot of scary things going around here, but I'm going to tell you, so don't worry. So in the void start, we are going to first write debug.log, okay, and then round brackets, then in double quotations we are going to write hello world as our text, and make sure to put semicolon, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so now as you can see this line, and now we are going to go back to our Unity, and then here we are going to start it. Okay, so if you see now, nothing happened. Okay, nothing's in here. Why? So we are going to stop it. So here it is why, because we haven't put our script in our player. So we are going to drag it in our player. Okay? We are going to drag and drop it, and then now if we start it, we are going to see here nothing's happened. But if we go into our console, we have a lot of hello worlds. Okay, so click the collapse button, so it collapses in one. Okay, as you can see. So here what we are simply doing is we are printing hello world in our console. Okay, like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is here our console tells warnings, messages, and errors. So all the errors and warnings will come to your console. Okay, so like that. Okay, so as you can see, our rigid body has used gravity. If we don't want to use gravity, so here we will come to our code and then write public rigid body. Okay, and then here we're going to name it as RB for rigid body, and then semicolon. So what are we going to do here is that if you see here, wait a minute, in our script a column will come where we need to put something. Okay, so as you can see, so now here we are going to take out this debug.log and we are going to use our RB, and then dot use gravity. This is a function of Unity, and then we are going to say is equals to false. Okay, so now if we see here, as you can see, the use gravity is checked, and if I run it, you will see that as I run it, the use gravity is unchecked. So if you're making a game like if you like there's a button and a cube is falling down and you click the button, the cube stops right there. So it's gonna help you, and so this function is gonna help you in that. Okay, so now here we can also use rb.addForce. Here we need to give 3 segments. Okay, so x, y, and z. So here I give 0 and 200 and 0. Okay, so I'm going to give spaces in between them. So now if you see it, we have in the middle is the y, so we are going to move 200y. Okay, so it's going to move up because it is y. So as you can see, our cube jumps and of 200. If you make this like more, like 5,000 or something, it's gonna like jump very high. Okay, so this is like jump, okay, like that. And as you can see, now I have made it more, like I have made it 500, so it jumped a little more up. So okay, so if I remove this from the void start, the start and update means as you start your game, it's going to happen once, but if you do it in update, it's going to happen every frame. If I now run it, it's, as you can see, it doesn't jump, it just floats up. Okay, so sometimes update is also useful for us. Here we are going to make only update. So here we are going to remove the start function here from the void start and then have our update function. So now if you would see it, there is a slight problem with our thing. Okay, so for example, I make it 200 or 2200. Okay, and then I run it. So you will see it goes vertically, okay, like that. So, and if you do something in game, if your game is on and you do something in your scene, it's not going to save it. Okay, so be sure to stop the game you're learning and then work in your scene. So here, if we put time.delta time, I know it is a little bit confusing, but you will know what this means, okay, in the future. So as you can see, I multiplied it with time.delta time, like that. And now if I run it, so nothing happens, okay, because the range is too small. If I make this like 2000, the range is now bigger, so now it will move a little bit. Okay, so it moved a very little bit, but you can't tell it. So it moved very little bit. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so there was some error, that's why it wasn't moving. So now I fixed it, and if you see it now, as you can see, it moves. So the cube moves everywhere. So, and this is the code. You can just copy it if you want to. Okay, so here if you don't know, we are working with Unity physics, and Unity is more reliable with fixed update. Fixed update works with physics a lot more nicely than the update function, update void. Okay, so now if I go to my Unity, it will not make a change, but it will not make a change to you, but it will make a change that you will not see. Okay, so you will not like see that it made this change or that change. Okay, so we run it and the cube moves like it was before. Okay guys, as you can see, if you want to make a comment like this, you will need to put like 2 slashes, okay, and then here you can put some comment in your code. So if you will take a look, the next day you will not forget like this is happening or that is happening. Okay, so here I'm giving it a little bit of comment. Not a lot, but 1 line comment. Okay, so as you can see, it turns green and it will not detect this in your Unity, and it will not show an error or a warning. Okay, so that's why we use comments. So okay guys, so that's it for today, and make sure to hit that like button, share and subscribe my videos, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.